Dear friends, good evening to all of you. I am very proud to introduce Dr. T. Srivasan, Director of Science and Science, Saraswati Institute of Why I am proud now? Siva Dasan, God Siva, Dasan of Siva. He looks very handsome. Everybody agrees with him, very handsome personality. He has remarkable achievements both in academic and in business management. He is a postgraduate in economics, doctorate PhD, duly accredited by the University of Toronto, from Mumbai University, with over 23 years of academic and industrial experience, both in India and abroad. He has published several articles in various national and international journals. He has also presented many research papers at various forums. His area of interest include macroeconomics, marketing management, international business, corporate communication, and strategy management. He has also carried out a couple of projects sponsored by University of Toronto Flying Colors. He possesses extensive knowledge of managing the administration of an education institute. He is also a member of All India Management Association, Walcott Management Association, and Coimbatore Management Association. He strongly believes that through management program, the confidence level of the confidence level of the students can be enhanced to make them employable in a fitting manner. I am proud to introduce Dr. Srivasan.
Well, sir, thank you very much for the beautiful innovation. Today, this topic, before that, having a warm beginning to everyone present here. Every time we have some students and participation. I thought that we will take a topic which is not very traditional way of discussion here. So I have taken a topic known as the management business from the political science point of view. But I thought that you must all be knowing that this Aam Aadmi Party's election performance in Delhi state. So I actually discussed this thing in my class. So here I discussed on it as a class case study. So I thought that I will discuss it in our senior program, because I have noticed that there are so many interesting things that happen during that election. It is not only about just a political party. This is about the Indian people. I think they are seriously looking for some change. They wanted to do something different than the traditional normal political development that are happening in India, because we have two national political parties, one as BJP and the National Congress. They have been one way or another share associated with the different and everything. Then Delhi as a place, it is a small state actually. It has got a tremendous political impact, even though different always it is either by BJP or Congress. Here we are not going to discuss anything about political parties. Here we are going to discuss only about how this concept, again I will not say it's a political party, it has a concept, how to develop, how and the whole Indian middle class people get attention for their concept, and people they prove that they are looking for a dynamic change, particularly from highly educated, very intelligent, seriously looking for changes. Seriously looking for changes. They change how it will happen. And it's spread to the various countries, Libya and Yemen, several countries, and the ruler has been changed, the new system has come. But ultimately, there is a story during Napoleon, which he ruled in France. All the people they fought against the kingdom, and they removed the king from the system, and ultimately Napoleon took over the power, and he became the king of the country. People fought against the kingdom, and they brought out a new change. But after the new change, again system brought back to long back. 1600 is a like this, the changes we can always see at different time or different period. Here I am going to see this system, how it works, how it attracted the attention of educated middle class people across the country. And I cannot predict that this is going to become the new, whatever the key thing which is going to happen in our country. But I am sure that it has got the attention of most of the people in the system. Now let us start with the person behind the system. He is known as Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. He is an IIT graduate and he worked in Tata Steel, and he is also worked for the Indian Revenue Services. And his major concept was the Raman Magsaysay Award was the right to information. You know that, right? When you are applying for some certificate or concept from government officers, and if you are not getting within a period of 1 month, you in a plain paper, you write and give the office. They are within a certain period of time, they must give you a reply what happened to your application. Now it is being a constitutional point. So the Right to Information Act actually has started this government implemented, but the original idea came from the General Assembly. It was passed in 2005. Used all the award money to start the public cause research foundation, which used the RCS among other information to collect research and let's see. Even though he is an IIT graduate and he worked for big corporations and he was an IAS officer working in Indian Revenue Services, his main focus was on giving power to the people. So he is basically a technical graduate. He decided that rather than going for a typical area, why can't we go to the people and start doing certain serious help for the poor people. Okay. By the time this party came into being on 26 November 2012, less than a year before the assimilation, he had already been working as an activist in England. It is not generally government organization. This is not Parivartan. Okay, Parivartan is a name in Hindi it means change. Based on a Simapuri is actually the center of this political party. You know that Anna Hazare started a movement in Delhi and it made a big scene, and they were having a bill to be passed in Parliament and everyone together a bill. General Lokpal and the Prime Minister was not included that, CBA was not included that. Because that reason, those people did not accept the bill. If a little case we look at that General Lokpal will again pass in Parliament, and now both Prime Minister and the CBA are also coming under that bill. So anyone is corrected or any complaint, it comes under General Lokpal bill means all these people, including the Prime Minister, are coming under. That is a major achievement for the Indian democratic system. Okay. See, Hazare and Kejriwal were joined by former police officer Kiran Soumya Dinesh and the lawyer Prashant Bhushan, who is now a key member of the investigator. After the Anna Hazare's movement in Delhi, it completely shaken the Congress government. They have yielded to them and they have serious discussion in the Parliament. In fact, originally that bill was passed in Rajya Sabha. They could not pass in Lok Sabha, but right now they passed in both ways. Okay. Major challenge was to retain the public's attention because Kejriwal was the person behind the all the in marketing, event management. Event management means bringing the people into a podium and getting the attention of the people on a regular basis and see that their news is always in the media. It is a big task. And on that, to making your news or your ideas in the media on a regular basis. Challenge in person. But he could do it, and the people were always in those movements, and even government started to think that, my God, all the people across the country are supporting them, so we should do something for the bill. That is why the Kejriwal became very famous during the Anna Hazare movement. So some of his high-profile targets after he started for political parties, he targeted every big politicians in the country. Even today or yesterday, we said we can see that. These are the politicians, they are being correct. I don't know to what extent we is going to work it out. My purpose of today's presentation is, within a period of 13 to 14 months, how a newly started political party became a phenomenon of this country. Again, I do not know how long they are going to survive with the Delhi ministry because obviously there is some problems going on. One MLA has been withdrawn. Now today's latest news is that BJP seems to have given some people to withdraw support. All those things are there, but I really like the concept, how this organization created and how the people, the middle class, educated people, desperately looking for the change, are identifying with this concept. Okay. He is the National Communist Party and National Executive. Manish Sisodia is actually number 2 in this system. And Gopal, all these people are the top level people here. We are not aware of that. This Yogendra Yadav, I don't know if anyone knows that. In India, he is the number 1 scientifically calculated political history and prediction. Past history, for example, now it is 2014, we will be having a national election, parliament election. Before that, 2009, we have parliament election. So, in that, the factors will do that. Which party vote, how much vote, what are the issues behind that, and which area they got. So, this type of statistical analysis and interpret that, and according to them, 80% they can predict what can happen in the next election. There is first one as Pranab Roy in NDP, he was the first person predicted that there's a vote swing is happening here. I don't know, somewhere in 80. His calculation started first time in Tamil Nadu's calculation, and he predicted that DMK is going to get this complete majority in that position. Once predicted, and exactly the way it happened, and everyone, oh my God, these people can do that. So like this, so Yogendra Yadav is the person, a scientifically he can calculate and tell you what to 75 to 80% what will be the net result of the election of the next class. And he is a serious member of this system. Okay. So this AAP, now I am going to come back to the management principle of risk taking. They started the party, they wanted to contest for the election. Couple of issues were there. His 2 issues were, in Hindi they call it as Pani and Bijli. Pani means water, Bijli means electricity. These are the 2 issues they have started. Means, if you people will elect us, we will give you this many liters of water free, or we will reduce your electricity bill by 50%. Okay, 2 issues. Generally, if you go to election, all the political parties will give you food and will do this. Tamil Nadu is famous for giving monthly. Like this, but they have this gentleman or this party has started only with the 2 things, water and the electricity. Okay, so the choice of New Delhi seat for Kejriwal, rather than what only choice of Simhapuri or Parivartan has been 34 years was a controversial one. Now, why it is known as a risk here? New Delhi is a constituency of a person known as Sheila Dixit. You know Sheila Dixit? She was a chief minister for 15 years. She ruled the state. And this person is a new person. He is getting the election for the first time. He has got no clue what is going to happen, but decided that he is going to contest against a political superstar known as Sheila Dixit. What is his intention? If I am losing, I have nothing to lose. Anyway, we are not a party. If you are gaining it, that is going to become a game changer. So ultimately, what happened when the election started, and he is the leader of the AAP and she was the leader of the Congress, and in that election, he defeated that lady. Ultimately, overnight he was down. So what they demanded to contest against Sheila Dixit, and it was a huge risk. Many people said no, but they have gone with the holidays of India. In that, they have successfully completed the program. Okay. So this is the first management concept of this political party of they are planning the. You must have read in newspaper when there was a problem with the policemen in the Delhi. These people went outside and started doing the dharna for 2 days. Generally, chief ministers by default are not supposed to conduct any strike or dharmas. In the cold weather, he was there 2 days outside. Again, I am not supporting or opposing. This I am basically trying to say that there is a majority of this day. Okay, this is what is the first aspect of the management principle. Then, before the election, they conduct the market survey. Typically, management rate. Survey had revealed that delegates was focused on the prices of basic service like the electricity and the water bills, because since the electricity bill was inflated beyond their normal situations, and also water bill was too much for the population. See, Delhi is a place, and let's give a brief summary. so many migrant workers will come from all over the country. They have East Delhi, there's North Delhi, South Delhi. South Delhi is this place, okay? And there's a Yamuna river background. That is the lowest poor people say. All the people come from outside, but in from UP and Bihar, the construction workers, they come and stay over. So that is the poor man's center. Okay. So like this, when they are staying there, the water is a very precious thing. It's very difficult to digest, and also electricity bills for the existing workers or staying there, that is very hard. So these are the two issues they are taking it. And the choice of venue for his tribe, Sundar Nagari in Singapore was strategic because with this working class population and several unauthorized colonies. Here, these unauthorized colonies means that it is temporarily, it is known as the slum areas. That is the area he started developing his movement. If you go to Bombay, there is a place known as Dharavi. Dharavi is the largest slum area in Asia. There, all the people can go and they construct a temporary house, something like that, and they stay there. And no one, municipal will try to do that, but still they keep on staying there. Nothing is registered, nothing is location, but people still stay there. So like this area is also like this slum area. This is the area where they started their program. Okay. So now Sundar Nagari is the Parivartan Club, that's the area he started his NGO movement, and it remains as a service timing of 2001. Exactly, he started the fight over there, and they always, whenever they do a program, they will see that their news is always in the news. They heavily use the social networking, electronic media, print media, without using much money. So their success is mainly one of the success of the social media network. If you look at the Twitter or a Facebook or any other social networking, they are the most active. They are dedicated people. Any small development happens in the group, immediately they will inform to the whole group. That's another important thing. Then, how this new party they get the fund? Just do that. For New Delhi, faced two principal hurdles. They have no money and lack of experience or recognized candidates. It's like you're going to start a business. When you're going to start a business, one of the main concerns is that you have no money. How are you going to start a business? Unless you go and show your product to a venture capitalist, if you like it, you will put the money. If you go to the bank, they will never give you. Why? Because you have no experience. You are a newcomer. You have an idea, fine. If something goes wrong, if I give you money, how will I get back my money? 100% risk. So same thing. If you go to start a new product, a new company, no money and no visible candidates, you can campaign. Oh, this person is the relevant person. No one. Except for that individual, all other people are in a face in the crowd. Okay? Among the ABP winners, 3 women, 9 out of the 12 scheduled class candidates, 10 out of 10 are the poorest members of Delhi legislature. The party had declared that his budget for Delhi would be no more than 20 crores of responsibility. Here, they plan to get 20 crore rupees as the total budget for the total number now, the legislature number is 70. Okay. In order to do the expectation or all the expenses, they roughly calculate that they have to collect 20 crore rupees of the people and they can spend that money for election expenses for the 70 assembly constituencies. If you look into the other established political parties, they will be spending this much money for each constituency. That's unorganized information about that each political party. Okay, so they calculated. See, when you're going to start a business, a company, what is the seed money you need? So they calculated in terms of 20 crore. Now the question is that where are you going to get the money? No one is going to fund you. No corporate is going to sponsor you. No other people will do it because you are not entity. So there's no angel investor or angel capitalist. So you know what they did? They started. This is a continuation of that. The party campaign all over Delhi with an amount of rupees 80 crores and roughly they spent 25 lakhs per constituency. 25 lakhs per constituency was there after the expenditure for spending for the election. Now next slide I'll tell you how they are collecting money. There is one part here. Donations given at public rallies and at home for art exchange for the seat. Wherever they collect money, immediately they are given certain receipts. Political parties generally they will not do that. Donations made via the website are all detailed online within a few minutes. In some public rallies, the group donations are collected in large spreadsheets individual details are not available. The most common amount donation is between rupees 10 and 50. I don't know, in 1975, when Indira Gandhi declared independence, so emergency in India, the election happened in 1977. Okay, that time, so a new political party came on as Janata Party. So that time, the unquestionable leader of Janata Party is known as J. Prakash Narayan. He is known as the Justice of Peace or Universal person. When he started his political movement, he created something that those people are against the collective Congress government should contribute only 1 rupee. Every Indian should send 1 rupee to the party. So just imagine those people are not happy with all the Congress party. They decided to send 1 rupee to Janata Party in 1977. That was a game changer. Right? The moment you give some money, you started feeling some sort of ownership. To have got money in the party. So whatever the party's decision is our decision, you automatically become part of that party. Okay. So like this, they started 10 rupees and 50 rupees. To make up for the lack of funds, they relied on reaching out to voters at the grassroots level and turning them into stakeholders. This is another important management principle where to highlight here. Because what happens means, selecting candidates, drafting manifestos to amass more volunteers, everyone, the central government leadership did not take any decision. Everything is given to the grassroots level. It is known as decentralization. Decision making is given to the people at the very lowest level. That is another concept. The concept of Swaraj, a system of developing power to lowest common denominator, at every stage was already a key part of the and that gives a stating that even a ordinary person, once he's by even he donating 10 rupees or 20 rupees, he automatically feels that even this party belongs to me. It is a psychological game they play. Even if a person is standing on the at borderline, once he gives some money, he or she becomes automatically a full-time volunteer for the party. That is what is going to be ownership, which is automatically given to any person. Donate even 1 rupee to the party, he become an honor and he become a dedicated worker of that. So he has taken a risk. Then he has financing parties, collecting small money from across the globe. Then any person is going to get some money, he becomes a honor. He like a shareholding. In a public company, he buy 10 rupees share, you become one of the shares, like that. The another important concept introduced was Mohandas. According to the party manifesto, the running of any locality should be shared by the Mohalla Sabha means neighborhood council. Exactly how does it work? It is like we have this panchayat. In this panchayat is responsible for financial strength. They have councillors and they decide most of them they get fund directly to the center. Like this, the neighborhood council or this council they can have a financial support system. They can do the payments. They can manage public like roads and water and everything on that area. Repair, also monitor the functioning of the local schools and health center. It's almost like a mini version of our village panchayat system. That is basically what is the Mohalla standard. And this again is giving the political power, the decision making power to the grassroots level. You don't necessarily the senior person should be on the head of the Mohalla, nothing like that. It is like a council of members. They come, they discuss it and they decide and that is final. It has got a legal heritage. So this is another concept which they have introduced. And this also, when you do that, if you go to different villages, that makes it people, oh, we can decide, not again ownership. That means these people are doing something. They always explain their concept slowly so they take different concepts. Now, another important thing you see, they started a concept known as constituency specific manifestos. All the big political parties you see, Tamil Nadu, we have DMK, Congress, Central BJP, any political party, they will give the one common central manifesto. If you elect candidates and we will give you this thing for the whole country or for the whole states. That is the standard practices of any registered political parties. You know what these people did? They created a manifesto on constituency wise. At the same time, the problem of each community were being addressed in constituency specific manifestos. tailored to local needs instead of the city-wide manifestos released by BJP and the Congress party. So, see, in the 70 constituencies in Delhi, they have 70 manifestos. For East Delhi, there's one, North Delhi is one, Yamuna, that's another one. So, each one, they did it. This is considered to be as another game changer because each people they go see right now if you go to national election people say that the current Congress government has corruption, 2G spectrum problem is there and coal gate problem is there, so many activities are. But if you go to the common man, I don't think he's much worried about it. He wants to know what is the price of onion, what is the price of potato, vegetable, whether he's getting water, he's getting electricity. His worry is only that, whether he's getting a job. So when you do that type of thing and go to national level and local level, always local issues. People will vote for the local issues, even though national issues difference maybe 10% or 20%. 18% of the people, according to the seismologists, is that local issues. Suppose in here, Coimbatore area, they ask me whether power problem is a serious problem. People are worried about that. They are not bothered about what happened in national, international issues. When this intellectual discussion we can do that. If you come to the down reality factor, here the small scale industries, medium scale industries, what the people they worry about whether we can get 24 hours power. That will be the main issues, not about the other issues. So that is the reason behind giving a constituency specific manifesto to people so that you decide what is your problem and that problem you should discuss it that we are ready to find a solution. So again, involving the people of that area, involving them. Okay, you take a decision. We are going to help you. You know, it means that when you give full responsibility to that particular area, they feel that oh my God, we are supposed to be responsible. Let us do it. So your 100% involvement is guaranteed. Registered political party, they have paid workers. I don't know whether every political party has got paying full-time workers. Whenever the election comes, they have to work, go to the different wall, painting, posters, everything they do on a daily basis. They do it's like full-time employment. Whereas for these people, because they have no money, they have no registration, they are not established, they are brand new, so they have to come something new. It's like introducing a new product in the market. What should be your strategy to get the attention of the people? Unless you get the attention of the people, you cannot sell your concepts. So they are trying, because if you look at all the people behind that, all, I think 90% are IIT engineers, PhD holders, doctors, highly qualified people. They are ready to go to any type of volunteer work. They have no personal, the moment everything is done, we have achieved unconditional support system. Basically, that's what they do. Okay, so this country constituency by specific manifesto, that's another game change for these people. Then, see, in management, you do every company is supposed to spend this much personal money for your reputation. Here, the AP use auto rickshaws extensively. That's why whenever there is a problem with the auto rickshaw, there is something that is very emotional. According to them, this political party got the maximum mileage because auto rickshaw drivers of that area, without even taking any money, heavily advertise their political party to the candidate. Human panels, a line of people holding a painted sheet or a placard were cheaper than paying for billboard. You know, if you see that big billboards will be there, all cheap stores and big political party on the roadside. That's very expensive one. They can't afford to do that. You know what they will do? They will handprint this thing, they will stand along on the roadside, they just hold it, 50 people. In the early morning session, all the people are going to office, they will go and stand for half an hour, 1 hour, and they will discuss it. That is another innovative method of advertising their products, and that captured the attention of the middle class people. This would be human balance, okay? Because they have no money for having a highly, flex boards with the, it's covered the whole area. It advertised outside movie theaters. You see in the windows of the supporters' homes and through unusual methods such as street theater. 5-6 people come in front of a market, they'll come and play a show about the collection or something like that. So that time maybe 30-40 people will be there. They will say, what is happening? This is the issue of the state. Immediately, Aam Aadmi Party. That is very cheapest and one of the best. That's another way of getting the people saying that we are there with you, we are not something different, we are part of. See, so in advertisement, this is what they are doing, and the human values they continuously did that, and this in the screenplay. That is another very interesting because there are many people they start writing poems and acting and showing to them. If you see Anna Hazara's moment, they in fact there are people on the spot. They will write the poem, they enact there, and because they want to capture the attention of the audience continuously. If you lose the interest, then the audience will go. So that is a very tough task. But they continuously start doing it, and whenever any small, there are 50, 60 people are there, this 4-5 people come there, and they show that. In marketing, it is like an ourselves, they will come from nowhere, show them, they show some concept, and immediately you go, something good. Who has got it? Means, we have some sort of, what do you call it, inquisitiveness of thinking, what is happening. I can't be also associated with what discuss. So this is about the advertisement. Now, the grassroots workers, in the absence of a large group of paid party workers, which build a network of volunteers created by the amount of time they are going to go for. The spider web design was meant to be self-perpetuate. You know, every constituency, by the time we finish it, 200 to 300 dedicated volunteers, they say that we are ready to work for us. No money is asking, no money is transacted. We are ready to work for ourselves because we are fighting a cause which is very important. The single most thing is that in Delhi, even there is water and the electricity is the reason. On top of it, the corruption concept was always there. Okay? So this volunteer thing means that you are getting workers without making any money. Volunteers mean they are willing to offer their services and without expecting anything. If you go to Western countries, in fact, if you are doing even Indian program, they ask you to do the volunteer work. We have this NSS activity, NCC activity. Actually, it can be considered as a volunteer work. But you get experience and you will get a certificate. That has what I mean. So that is another key thing what this political party did that. How they created a human network over a period of time. People came for a few hours volunteer work, would sign up more volunteers, standing with a placard and this Raji Chowk is a place in Coimbatore, what we can say, Gandhipuram. You know, Gandhipuram is all the bus stand and all the people come together, and it's like a moving population. There's no fixed people. They come, suppose they're waiting for a bus, after getting the bus, they'll go. It is like a transit point. So there, these people made the placard. Any volunteers for the political party? If you are interested, please come. The placard, and those people interested, they come. So they are named phone number and constituency and add into the database. And there are 5-6 people 24/7 working to update the database, which area, which locality, how we can contact, you know, like this ambulance service, they are already there. So their name, phone numbers and constituency and add to the database, and then those people could go back to their localities and recruit more. It's like, you know, multi-level marketing. Okay, you are a volunteer over there. If you want to become more involved, why can't you recruit a couple more people? So he will start getting his own friend circle in the area. Okay, add to the database, and then those people could go back to their localities and recruit more. If 10 volunteers get 20 volunteers, each from all over Delhi, it will spread quickly. By the end, this party had full-time 200 to 300 temporary volunteers per constituency. That means every constituency they got this many people without spending even 69 years. According to me, this is considered as the greatest success of the political party in terms of getting full-time work from these people. Okay. The problem of the new candidates was tougher to solve, very young and unknown. Kejriwal's were targeted focus on areas where governments are doing very well. Their micromanagement was too good. They have contacted every family. Like this. There are 23 houses in New Delhi constituency, and AEPP covered 18,000 in door-to-door campaigning. Out of these, 13,000 houses gave donation. You know, this is the most important turning point for their election, because out of there total is 23,000, but they visited 18,000, and 13,000 people are voluntarily given money to the political party. Now, what does it mean by that? It means that they are not happy with this political party. They want to have a change. The moment I donate money to the political party, you automatically believe in their philosophy. Imagine, it is Sheila Dikshit's constituency. So 13,000 people are against the Sheila Dikshit's constituency. That made a lot of what you call confidence in the party, then only they decided that we should promote for donation for every constituency. They have started encouraging people, okay, if you are comfortable with that, please donate money. So this concept they started in the New Delhi constituency of Bangladesh, and out of 18,000 they visited, 13,000 what means they immediately calculated this 13,000 families will be voting for this. That is calculation they made it. And they felt that even the star, the main person of the Congress party, if they can make this match, other parties, other groups. And if you see the analysis 70 constituencies, everywhere, they got 28 MLC, or most of them remaining some 30 or 40, they are in second position. Not even third position, they are in second position. That means they reach their capacity or the advertisement, they work extensively at the grassroots. At the same time, there are so many problems. Setting itself against status quo and the pattern of morality may have had problems right now. Any indiscretions between its own ranks are likely to be more harshly treated. It is subject to constant scrutiny from those who would prove to be clean image. Because they all say that we are very clean, we have no money, we do not have anything. Whatever the money, they get the money, immediately they update in their website. See, this much money we got it from these people, and they want to create an impression that they are very, very clean, no corruptions or nothing as business. That also one person is keep on doing that. One person is keep on doing finance. One person keep on doing advertisement. Other person doing network. There is too much great work. They did like a remote controlling system that they are doing in their businesses because one guy, he is an engineer. He is working in some multinational company, and he started doing full-time networking for this party. Purely creating software to build all the 70 constituencies, which is a problem. The moment you get a problem, immediately from here there is a problem, the constituency run. So people have to go there and find it. And also, there is no star reduction with them, but the local people are supposed to solve the problem of their own constituencies. So no, like the VAT or Delhi people come to local level, discuss the problem issue. Okay, so this is purely an intellectual input for the people here, and this you must know that API has promised duration of consumer for the 50%, and have to pay at times to use up to 700 liters per day. The government will be giving free. These are the two things they promised, and within 1 month they delivered this. It's not exactly 50%, around 30 to 40% the electricity will be reduced, and 700 liters of water is very bad. Its impact is that in other states they start reducing the electricity bill. Maharashtra government is already reducing 20% electricity bill. So other Haryana state is going to reduce the electricity bill. What we are trying to say is that when somebody started doing and it gets the attention of the people or the political leaders, if they want to survive in the next game, they have to do things like this. So many government started following this type of steps. So these are the couple of things as far as the presentation is concerned. According to me, this whole concept of advertisement, connecting the people, relating with them, and whenever there are probably in any constituency, making the local people connect with them. Whenever a local issue comes in, you ask the person from that area, you go and discuss. And the local person will ask that area, okay, come tell me according to me, what should be a solution? Rather than I give a solution, you tell me what should be the best we should do. Decentralization, primitive advertisement, heavily using human resources, no money is being exchanged, very transparent, and a new innovative method of setting the concept, creating the momentum, and they, in fact, they never believe that they can get this number of constituencies elected. Now, if you look into every cities, every state, they have 375 offices across the country. If you see all the well-known people, Mr. Govina, Mr. Govina, he is the chairman of Deccan. He has joined, and like some famous people are there, some army people, police people, popular people are wanted to join. Even though the developments in Delhi right now is not very interesting, but across the country, people are looking for a change. It means that they want to get off the traditional political They don't want money or nothing. You go directly involved and discuss the problem with the people, and they themselves come to you for a solution. Just do it. And you go for it. So this is what they have proved it. Since they are not having absolute majority in their assembly, there are issues are going on. But other state, the network already started working. Many highly intelligent people are voluntarily coming forward to going for this. According to me, it is almost like a movement. It's not like a political party per se. A movement where people are desperately looking for some change. So, like Arab Springs in the Arab world, where they change the establishment. Probably if it spreads across the country, particularly for educated middle class people, I think there's a chance. So I thought that since there are so many management concepts, they are introduced very intelligently in a very local way, and it got the attention of poor people and middle class people. I thought that we can discuss this thing in a CNN meeting so that anyone wants to do any type of management or marketing. Out of this, any point if you feel is good, that will be always beneficial for whether you introduce a new product or starting a new company or approaching the people. If you are sincere and you have no hype about yourself, people will trust you. Whenever we train the people in the interview, will say that when the interview is happening, if they ask some question, you look at their eyes and tell the answer. Psychological theory is that if you look at their eyes and say, you are telling the truth. If you are looking here and telling me, they say, oh, this guy is hiding something. That is psychological theory says. Like that, when you do, you 100% believing in whatever you do that, you don't need to hide anything. You can tell, this is what I am. And we can take it or leave it. So that simple approach. Now it is that, in fact, they wanted to contest in almost all the 400 constituencies across the country. See, it may not be a game changer right now. Probably 5 years down the line, there is a chance that the anti-established trend can come, provided it's not continues in this country, because India really looking for a change, from purely from hard-working, educated, middle class people. Nothing to do with political parties, nothing to do with the system. But I try to say that Indian people are desperately looking for a change. That is according to me what is the whole summary of this concept. Okay, people. Now, if you have any questions, doubts, please shoot me.
Before learning any management lessons for this so-called learning, but then wait and see to what extent this so-called movement will last. First, because this already happened in, for example, in Assam. Prafulla Mohanta, he was only a student union leader, and he was able to dethrone the Congress government. But now, where is Mohanta? Where is his Assam?
Yes,
Similarly, Raghunathan itself, ordinary, yes, a very youngster, he was also just a student who was able to defeat a legendary politician like Congress. Okay. And DMK government won. To what extent we are happy with the DMK government or other parties? So similarly, we have to wait and see to what extent this phenomena will be able to tell the management students their lessons. Second thing, what I feel is that knowingly or unknowingly, Kejriwal has used the management concepts. Not that we are going to learn anything new from this movement, because whatever he has done, we can say they are all knowingly or unknowingly taken from the management lesson. Say for example, Delhi. Now he is concentrating only on Delhi. We all know about the niche marketing. Now he has done a niche marketing only in Delhi alone. To what extent that niche marketing has become a broader marketing here to details. And you are telling that he is having separate manifesto for several of the constituencies. Then already we know that in our market strategy, market development or the product development, we are developing market, we are developing the product to meet the specific needs of the customers. Already it is there. Similarly,
I don't say it's a new thing. He used it. The concepts are already there. Concepts are already there. Yeah.
We are not going to learn any management lessons from the APP, and he has used the management concepts knowingly or unknowingly. Otherwise, management actually, we have all the concepts and he has used it and many of our business managers might not have used it. That's all.
See, whenever we are not learning anything new. All the concepts are already there. Already there. In certain situation, we take it and highlight and start using it. There are chances, sometimes click. People start all of a sudden speaking like a trend. Like this, at different parts of the world, there are changes happening. So we believe that if this concept, see, right now they are deep covering in the Delhi Assembly of this process. But this concept, according to me, if it works down the whole country is concerned, like you have given the example of the Assam Gram Parishad of Assam. See, that the movement was exclusively for the students community in Assam. Exclusive. When he or to the Congress government, he is the youngest chief minister ever happened in India. But that movement did not come out of Assam. That was exclusively for what you call it, it's like a custom-made product for Assam. But here, without even this political party's authorization or information, different parties look into all the various metro cities and tier 2 cities. They themselves have started creating a unit and informing them. We are starting a unit of AIP in this area. These are things we have started. If you go to the website, you can see at a different district-wise how the people are started helping the needy people at that area. So, I feel, see, the getting into power according to me may not be first main criteria. People are looking for a change across the country. That is what I look from that. To capturing the power, I don't know. That does not come along with the whatever these people are doing. That. You give power to the people, let them decide what they wanted to do. That is basically
Quite natural. See, whenever a service, a product is actually monopolized by a particular company, whenever something new is done by a smaller company, immediately the attention will be there. To what extent that small company will sustain their operations.
That definitely, that we have to wait and watch. But I feel this model, the one which is without much expenses and giving ordinary people can get access to that, that maybe any person, see, some products may be very good. The moment ordinary people are not supposed to use it, that product cannot be selling in the market. But according to me, this model is very user-friendly. Even any person can be used this model. Probably it may stay longer. Rather than it may be good for their own welfare, rather than capturing the power and ruling the state government or the parliament election. That is very far-fetching according to me. But this model, if any people, suppose in Coimbatore, intellectual people and school students, they wanted to make some changes here. This model, I think, it will work. Because here, no one has got any vested interest. Everyone is working. Good. Okay, this is a problem. Like this big tank here, all the people came here and clean it and done it. I think that was phenomenal thing what happened to Coimbatore. I think it was initiated with all the people rather than the government and the other systems concerned. Something like that, if it can happen, means ordinary people take initiative, even automatically the government will be forced to, yeah, please go ahead and do it. According to me, that is their what's known as parivartan or change. That is what the whole concept, using the management techniques to make a change, which ultimately will benefit the middle class.
Corruption is deeply rooted in India. Corruption has prevented our progress remarkably. And this is the one and only party talking much about corruption. So if they spread their message through India, they can benefit from it. Almost all the parties are corrupt.
So at least from the corruption point of view, many people are united.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That may be a unifying factor.
It goes to Anna Hazare also. He was one part of the movement, his movement. Afterwards he came out. So yes, credit goes to Mr. Anna Hazare also.
Yeah, he popularized the whole concept. He was a person, he is a kingmaker behind that, then he started it, now they are taking it. Anyway, see, my concept was not to capture the political power. Suppose the important factor is about the corruption is a concept, many Indians genuinely feel we should stop that. We have to find a solution. That may be another pulling factor for people are any part. It is not only in the cities, remote villages. There are people they themselves start as a unit. They start for the Then they said we have a branch here. That is phenomenal because in 1947 when India got independent, everyone wants to become part of Indian National Congress. Even the Gandhi said, no, dissemble this Congress party, we don't need any political party. Everyone wants to join our political party in 1947. Like that, whether that government is doing or not, everyone is being part of this movement. I don't know how long it will survive, but I feel that genuinely the hardworking, sincere middle class people are looking for a change. They are not about any political party, A political party. They are sincerely looking for a change. That is basically what is the result of it.
One lady says she does not want to travel in a vehicle driven by a person with a learner's license. Is she correct?
No.
So many highly educated persons are joining the party. She is going away.
Any other question, friends?
Can we actually, this is an example for corporate governance. The concept called corporate governance, mix of ethical standards, transparency.
See, now I think SEBI made it as a compulsory corporate governance and any board of directors meeting should be transparent and shown to the
Their
shareholder.
propaganda, the corruption-free country.
No, see, we cannot do a 100% corruption free and introducing, somewhere you have to start. Over a period of time you can fine tune it and you can bring it. I feel that this information now, because right now corporate governance what happens, if you are a shareholder, if you ask, particularly in the stock market, this thing, okay, we'll do some information. But now SEBI is very clear that whatever the decision, but any decision, it should be shown to the public. Most of the companies do not do it because they did not even mention the minutes. These are the decisions they are taking it. But like you rightly pointed out that this concept can be, but there is a lot of resistance though.
But this momentum should continue.
That is a difficult. That is said that. Yeah, Raj sir said that how long this will continue, that we have to wait and watch. Like
similarly, individually, we have to change ourselves. Unless we change ourselves, the corrupted, we should not corrupt people, we should not get corrupted. Any number of parties cannot change.
But according to me, it is small beginning to that kind of corrections can be, we will not be erasing it, at least we can minimize it. He started with a toll-free number, anywhere is just inform me. See, it is not possible to eradicate the poverty. 700, 800 complaints comes on a daily basis on different basis. That itself shows that people are so desperate.
When we have a tendency, that is, we are not selfish people, then they are able to get the work done just by 100 rupees, 2,000 rupees. We should struggle so much. So getting an ordinary attendance. If I go there, if I gain some 2,000 rupees, I get the license within 1 hour. Otherwise, I have to go to the office after 3 or 4 times. Who should I bother for?
Whole day class is spent.
Who should I bother for? Unless I have to go on leave on last of day, I have to spend 10 days more than that. Will everybody think like that?
Can you think like that? Can you spend 3-4 days and
Not possible. I know that I should not corrupt people, I should not give bribe, I know pretty well that. But in spite of that, I am giving. Because it is fact. So many people talk so
Sir,
many
there's a study. Suppose you are standing in a queue. People are so impatient, somehow they have to go and get things done. This impatience nature, if you go to some outside countries, it's compulsory. You cannot jump the queue. It is very punish, serious punishment it is. So one side we have democracy and freedom, the other side we don't have corruption. It has to go well. People should be sure enough to follow the law of the land. Then only the system. See, we always drag, we process this thing, somebody is coming, we take the drag. It's not very dangerous thing actually, but it goes on. But we should start from us rather than blaming somebody else. Okay, any other questions? That's it? Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I request presentation of the colleagues, please. also the facilitator, sir.
Come. Yeah, they are my faculty colleagues.